Imagine selling something for $2,300, then watching someone turn it into a $200 billion empire. That's exactly what happened to the inventor of Coca-Cola. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this is considered the worst business deal in American history, and the lessons every entrepreneur needs to know. Atlanta, Georgia, 1886. John Pemberton was 55 years old and desperate. A Civil War injury left him addicted to morphine. He was searching for a cure. As a pharmacist, Pemberton experimented with various tonics and elixirs. His goal was creating a medicinal syrup to treat headaches and calm nerves, maybe even cure his addiction. He combined cola nut extract, coca leaf extract, sugar, and caramel coloring. The result? A thick brown syrup he called Pemberton's French Wine Coca. But Atlanta went dry. Prohibition came to the city in 1886. Pemberton had to remove the alcohol from his formula. His bookkeeper, Frank Robinson, suggested mixing the syrup with carbonated water instead of wine, and came up with the name Coca-Cola. Two C's would look good in advertising. May 8, 1886. Coca-Cola was first sold at Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta. 5 cents a glass. The world's most valuable formula was born. Pemberton believed he'd created something special. He invested everything into advertising. Hand-painted oilcloth signs, newspaper ads, free sample coupons. But sales were painfully slow. In the entire first year, Pemberton sold just 25 gallons of syrup. That's about 9 drinks per day. The numbers were devastating. He spent $73.96 on advertising. He made only $50 in revenue, a $24 loss in year one. To make matters worse, Pemberton's health was failing fast. Stomach cancer, morphine addiction worsening, medical bills piling up. He was drowning in debt. Meanwhile, his business partners were fighting. Multiple people claimed ownership stakes in Coca-Cola. Legal disputes everywhere. The company was chaos. By 1888, Pemberton was broke, dying, and desperate for cash. He had no choice. The formula had to be sold. Enter Asa Candler, a wealthy Atlanta businessman and fellow pharmacist. Candler had tried Coca-Cola and saw potential. Massive potential. Candler approached Pemberton in 1888. He offered $2,300 for the entire formula, brand, and all rights to Coca-Cola. Today, that's about $75,000 adjusted for inflation. Sounds reasonable, right? But remember, Pemberton was dying and desperate. He had no leverage. Pemberton accepted. The deal was signed. For $2,300, Asa Candler owned Coca-Cola. Complete ownership. Formula, trademark, everything. Just 4 months later, August 16, 1888, John Pemberton died. He was 57. He never saw what Coca-Cola would become. His widow and son inherited nothing from Coca-Cola, zero, because Pemberton had sold everything. His family got $2,300 in eternal regret. Meanwhile, Asa Candler got to work, and he was a marketing genius. He understood something Pemberton didn't. Coca-Cola wasn't medicine. It was a brand. Candler gave away thousands of free drink coupons. He sent Coca-Cola clocks, calendars, and serving trays to pharmacies across America. Branding everywhere. By 1891, Candler owned Coca-Cola outright. He incorporated the Coca-Cola Company in 1892. Revenue exploded. By 1913, just 25 years after Pemberton's death, 1 in 9 Americans had tried Coca-Cola. Massive adoption, 1919. The Coca-Cola Company went public, sold to investors for $25 million. That $2,300 formula was now worth $25 million. But that was just the beginning. Today, Coca-Cola's market value exceeds $200 billion. That formula Pemberton sold for $2,300, worth $200 billion. So what can we learn from Pemberton's mistake? First lesson, never sell equity when you're desperate. Desperation destroys negotiating power. Second, vision matters more than invention. Pemberton invented it. Candler saw what it could become. Vision built the empire, not just the formula. Third, marketing can be more valuable than the product. Candler's genius wasn't improving Coca-Cola. It was making everyone want it. Fourth, equity is everything. Pemberton took cash. Candler took ownership. Cash is spent. Equity compounds forever. Finally, health and desperation make terrible business partners. Pemberton's illness forced the sale. Take care of yourself. Your health affects your wealth. John Pemberton created one of the world's most valuable brands, but died broke, never seeing its success. His $2,300 sale is a lesson every entrepreneur should remember. Subscribe for more business stories that change history.